Welcome to Talking About Watches with MrWatchMaster. I'm Andrew Cantor, co-founder and editor-in-chief of MrWatchMaster.com. In these podcasts, we're going to talk to amazing people in the watch world and discover some fascinating facts about them, their collections, and what they love about watches. In this episode, I speak with Eric Caudrelier, co-owner of Swiss Cubic and Scatola del Tempo. Eric has lived in Switzerland for the past 30 years and studied in Lausanne at the Hotel Management School. He took up his current position after purchasing the two brands in 2017 and 18, respectively. His ambition is to become the leading brand in the luxury watch winding business. Here's what he had to say.
Now, I'm in this business since a couple of years now. I used to work for big groups like Bulgari. In the past, I was in charge of Eastern Europe and Central Asia for them, doing sales, taking care as well of the boutiques in those regions. And before, I used to work for De Grisogono. I guess you know them as well, doing jewelry and watches. And I was in charge of the private sales for them. And at the same time, I launched with my wife a jewelry boutique in Geneva for a French brand called Dean Van. It's very special, but it's quite successful for young people at least. So I'm in this business since many, many years. Before acquiring the company Swiss Cubic and Scatola, I used to work for Swiss Cubic as a distributor for them in Central Asia and Middle East as well. I was doing the distribution for them with a couple of other brands. And at one stage, the owner came to me and asked me if I would be interested by buying the company. So I did it after quite a long time of discussion. And then we started the business. We actually, because I was outside, but at the same time inside of the company, I knew what should have been done to improve a little bit the product and to improve a little bit the development of the brand. We knew when we purchased Swiss Cubic that we were missing the static boxes to store the watches and jewels. So we found it could be interesting either to create our own lines within Swiss Cubic or to purchase a competitor. And we moved to the direction of purchasing the one competitor, and this was Scatola del Tempo. So this is just for the overall introduction. I used to have some hotel management business in the past in Switzerland, so that was my main studies in the beginning, and then I moved straight away to jewelry and watches.
Okay, fantastic.
It's now my baby.
Yeah, exactly. That's your passion.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's talk about the business. So tell us, how is the business in its current state?
Very frankly speaking, it's amazing. We are very surprised since May last year, since they started to reopen a little bit the countries after the 2 months of lockdown. We are very impressed. I think this is mainly for two reasons. The main one is people have been so frustrated for 2 months, sometimes a little bit scared about maybe I will die or maybe I will not, or maybe some people of my family will die or would die. So I'm alive and I want to spend money. So this is number one. And number two, we know that our clients, which are really high-end clients because our products are slightly expensive for the business, those people didn't travel that much. They didn't go to the restaurants because they were closed. So they were a little bit like locked down in their houses. And just because they saved, for some of them, they saved a lot of money, straight away when the market reopened, they started to buy watches. And as soon as they start buying watches, they have to buy watch winders. Yeah. So very frankly speaking, since May, we are exploding.
So that's good. So there's been a sort of a pent-up demand.
Yes. And we see it in two fields. We see it with our own retailers because we have today more or less 550 retailers worldwide. but we see it also very much with the watch brands. We never had so many demands from watch brands from Switzerland to create their own watch winders with the logo on it. So this is really impressive. And when we bought the company 4 years ago, this business was good, but was a little bit slow because of the ex-owner who was a little bit sleepy or less active than we are. So when we start to, contact those brands, explain them the new team, the new direction we want to give, slowly we saw some steps of clients, moving with us. And since 6 months, 8 months, it's absolutely amazing. It's really crazy.
Fantastic. So
Yeah.
what are you currently working on at the moment?
Oh, we have so many developments. We want to reinforce the bespoke direction because we have more and more demands, and specifically from clients from the UK. It's really good for us. We have more and more demands from trunks makers, on people who wants to have their cabinets specially organized with their watch winders inside. We developed some technologies for the trays, for the shops, but also for your own apartments or your own house, where we can install the watch winders very nicely in some trays. And we work also with big companies like Polyform in Italy, or Molteni, which are they are very specialized in high-end furnitures. And those people order more and more of these kind of watch winders.
Oh, excellent. So can you tell us something that we don't know about Swiss Cubic or Scatalo di Tempo?
Scatalo di Tempo. So maybe to start with, I will start with myself because this was your first question.
Yes.
that you don't know about me. So I just turned 50. Maybe it was quite easy for you to check it on the internet. And I've got my first injection against COVID this morning. So this is something totally new.
Wow, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good
No,
thing.
this was for the joke.
Yeah. So what about the company? Tell us something we don't know about the companies.
No, I'm joking. No, we, as I said, we improve a lot. Since we started, in 4 years, we made a kind of a revolution within Swiss Cubic. A small one, a smooth one, but a very deep one. You know that Swiss Cubic was a Swiss company doing the production in Switzerland, close to Geneva. But still, when we purchased it, we had some spare parts or some part of the product that was purchased outside of Switzerland. For example, the injection was done outside of Switzerland. Some small part of the product were produced outside of Switzerland, and we stopped all these things. Now we produce everything in Switzerland. We purchased everything in Switzerland. Today we are launching the 7th generation of the engine. So every week, every month, we try to implement new things. So we are very strong on that. We are always investing a lot on development, research, to be sure that we are really at the top of the top. And for me, one of the main criteria for the Swiss Cubic or for the watch winding business is first that the product are without any magnetism, because this is key. And this can be done only if you buy a good engine. If you buy a poor quality engine from somewhere in the world, you can really face big problems when it comes to magnetism. So you destroy your watches instead of maintaining the watches. And the second thing is the length of the batteries. We can tell on the market that with the 2 batteries we deliver with the product, we can have a duration of minimum 3 years with the watch winder. And honestly speaking, on the market, you don't see anything with such length with the batteries. And we are very proud of that. And to come back to one of your the question you were asking before, once again, we always try to implement new things, new features around the product. 2 years ago, we launched the Bluetooth on the product to control the watch winder. And actually, the technology was ready since quite a long time, but we didn't want to launch it because the Bluetooth was taking too much energy from the batteries, and we were, the length was only 1 year and a half, 2 years, and we didn't want to have that. So we installed the latest generation of Bluetooth, which shut down as soon as you don't use it for 10 seconds. And this is one of our new implementation. And I know that one of your questions might be, are you counting the tours with the winder? So yes, we do. We do it since day one, so almost 15 years ago now, and we are very proud of that. And this is really the key things when it comes to reprogrammation with the Bluetooth.
Excellent, thank you for that. So let's talk about your collection. Let's say, what watch do you wear? What watch do you like to wear?
Actually, I'm not a good person in this way because I go everywhere. I buy I have many watches.
Yeah.
From Richmond Group, Swatch Group, Kering Group, Rolex, of course.
Yes, of course.
Today, Patek. So step by step, I try to increase my collection. And of course, yes, I'm a big fan of watches. There are many watches that I'm dreaming of.
Yes, that was my next.
I hope to purchase one day.
Which is the one that you say your dream watch? The one that you say I'd love to have in my collection?
Honestly speaking, I do see many watches every day because I follow all the the trends and things like that. But I have to say that the new Grobel and Forcey that they have just launched during the Watch and Wonders.
Oh yes, the GMT
is
Sport.
Really, is really impressive. Yeah. I love this brand, and I hope one day we can work with them.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really impressive.
Well, I don't know if you saw their video. We had a world exclusive where the guy jumped out of the helicopter with the GMT Sport on, just to show how robust it was.
I wouldn't do it, but
absolutely. So let's talk about the watch industry, the business. What do you like best about the watch industry?
First of all, as I said, I'm in this business since many years. I saw small brands becoming big. I saw big brands becoming small. I think that today, if you come in this business with some bright ideas, good concept, a lot of money for marketing and advertising, you still have space to make a brand. And I have some friends who launched recently some brands. They are quite successful in France. So what I like is it's a perpetual evolution in this business. And if you are correct with your customers, if you deliver the product they are waiting for, you still have space for many nice stories. And that I like it. What I don't like is that when you were used to go to Basel, you were seeing many watch brands 1 year, 2 years, and then they were disappearing from the market. I think it's really a shame, but at the same time, so many people try to enter this business thinking that just because they have money, they can do whatever they want and they can cheat on the quality of their product. And this is something I really dislike from this business. And sometimes I will not name the brands because I think there is business for everybody. But sometimes people are overpricing their watches for what is it for. And this is really a shame for this business because I think once again, if you are fair with your clients, if you are fair with the market, your brands can still have some nice time.
Yeah, no, that's a really interesting point of view. And I think, that's really where it's all about the customer, isn't it? It's all about listening to the customer and understanding what they want. So let's think about that in the question of, what's next on the horizon for you as a business? Well, what are you looking for the next stages?
I would say just before moving to this question, if you don't mind, for me, as I said, I'm in this business for many years. And the more we go in this business, the more I think that people would like to have their own personalized product. And therefore, we bought in the company Swiss Cubic. When we bought the company, maybe 6 months later, we bought a very impressive and very high-end UV printing machine which allows us to print anything on any Swiss Cubic or even Scatola product. So we can print a picture, we can print a name, a logo, initials, like a small sentence, I love you, my darling, or whatever you want. So there is no limit. And believe me, every day we use this machine to make small editions for 1 or 2 pieces, up to 1,000 pieces for a brand, a watch brand. But it's impressive to see how the people are reacting as soon as you talk about personalized product. And we have many watch brands, they call us and they say, we are going to deliver the watch to Mr. X in 2 weeks. Would you mind doing a very nice, exclusive, unique piece with his name, with the picture of his kids on it? Or we had so many strange demands, man. And we do it. And believe me, when the client receives the piece, and then they see the small attention from the brand saying whatever they printed on it, it's really a wow effect. And every day we have it from retailers, from personal clients, from watch brands. It's impressive. And I think this is the direction we have to move on, and we do it on a daily basis.
So that for you, so the whole world of personalization, customization really is, saying that's really the future of where we're getting to. I suppose in terms of luxury, that's kind of where we're moving towards, isn't it?
Yeah. And you see, if you see many watch brands like Piaget or other brands, they propose this kind of customization straight away from the factory. And you can customize your watch as you customize your car on BMW or Audi, whatever brands you want. And this is really, I think, the direction to follow, and not to leave aside if you want to be successful in this business. And the good thing is, because we do everything by hand within Swiss Cubic, there is no machine. We produce all the pieces handmade. We can stop the production for one piece and personalize it as the customer wants it. And our competition, once again, I will not name any brands, they cannot do it. And I think this is a big plus for Swiss Cubic.
So let's move on to that. Why are your watch winders the best in the world?
As I said, we are paying attention to where we purchase our components. So now we are, as I said, fully Swiss made. We don't play with the 60, 62, 63% to remain Swiss made. So we are 99% Swiss made. Now we even do our packaging in Switzerland to make sure that we can have, small deliveries, even with some personalization of the boxes for the brands or for the retailers that are willing to do it. So this is really something why I think we are recognized as one of the best brands on the market. As I said, we invest a lot of money in research and development. The salaries in Switzerland are not the salaries in other countries. So we invest a lot, we pay a lot. We even request the support of big school like the EPFL in Switzerland, like the technical schools that can find some new tips for us to improve the quality of the product. So this is really I think one of the reasons why we are at the top. And honestly speaking, today we are the after sales service for us. It's 0.1% of the pieces. So it's really really nothing. And this is why I think we have quite a lot of success in this business. People are saying we are expensive, but they know what they are paying for.
Yeah, it's delivering value, isn't it? And I think that's really important, isn't it? The fact is that you've got to look at the price point and see what the value is being delivered on that front. So that's a really interesting area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we are not saying we are the best because we are very low profile, despite the fact that we are quite known now on the market and we have more and more demand from watch brands, even from trunk makers. We just signed big contracts with one of the biggest luxury groups in the world. I will not give you the name, but I guess you know what it is, to equip their trunks, watch trunks. So soon you will see that every trunks coming from this brand will be equipped by the Swiss Cubic modules. It will be hidden because it will be their own design and their own look and feel, but this is us behind. So I think slowly but surely we are reaching our aim, which is really to become one of the main player in the market. And when we talk about Swiss production, we are almost the only one. There are many competitors on the market, but most of them are producing their product in Asia, or part of their product in Asia. And today we even have big brands, watch brands, that were used to purchase their watch winders in Korea or in China or in many other countries, and they come back now to Swiss product. In terms of quality, in terms of delivery, quantities, because they don't have to purchase big quantity. We can start at one piece to whatever they want. So, and we are not at all arrogant. So anytime I have a request from a watch brand, they tell me, Eric, what is the minimum order quantity? I said one piece. So
it's about flexibility as well, isn't it?
Flexibility, because everything is handmade. So and sometimes, just to finish on that, sometimes, they ask me, please quote me for one piece, 50 piece, 100 piece, 1,000 pieces. And I tell them it's more or less the same price because everything is done by hand. So
everything's the same.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think that's really we've covered all the questions. So thank you very much for sharing that. I will, as I say, we will edit the interview. We'll do the intro and the outro and make it look beautiful. But it's been fascinating. I'm a big collector myself, and I'm not 100% on the watch winders. I'm being honest with you. I have my lovely Panerais and all that sort of thing.
Good.
But I don't know. I just let them rest when they're not on my wrist. But you obviously beg to differ on that.
No, but we will work on that for you, and we will make sure we'll be equipped with the best one very soon.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you. I'll get in touch with Monica, and we'll get it, because I know we're going to run some advertising on the website as well for you.
Yes.
So I know that's being created now.
Yeah.
So,
And Monica told me, she asked me to come in November in the UK because I think there is a show going on end of October or beginning of November. I don't remember the dates.
Yeah.
And we said yes for Swiss Cubic and Scatola. So for sure I will be there for the show.
Lovely.
So maybe we will have a chance to meet them.
I look forward to it, Eric.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You take care now.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Talking About Watches with Mr. Watchmaster. I really hoped you enjoyed this episode. For more information and great stories about watches and the people behind them, please visit www.mrwatchmaster.com. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and hope you enjoy the next podcast which is coming up. Thank you.